Nothing's impossible. Not to mention the joy at seeing the collective establishment, aka the Uniparty, lose their ever-loving minds. It would be amazing. Yesterday, the Senate voted to blow a hole in the Social Security Trust Fund, expanding benefits by $200 billion.
Remember, neither the Constitution nor the House rules require that the Speaker be a current member of the House of Representatives. And I propose that they elect either Elon Musk or Vivek Ramaswamy.
Elon Musk for Speaker of the House? Not a crazy idea. He's fixed a lot of other things. Why not the federal government? Rand Paul says, the Speaker of the House need not be a member of Congress. Nothing would disrupt the swamp more than electing Elon Musk. Think about it. Nothing's impossible. Not to mention the joy at seeing the collective establishment, aka the Uniparty, lose their ever-loving minds. It would be amazing. And I don't know if you've seen it, but out there today, there's been a lot of this type of stuff. Like Dan Goldman, okay? You know him, the guy who bought his Congress seat because he inherited money from the Levi Strauss family. He says, as the shadow president-elect, Elon is basically calling the shot for House Republicans on government funding. Which we're like, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's much better than the other Republicans doing it. It increasingly seems like we're in for 4 years of an unelected oligarch running the country by pulling on his puppet strings, as though Joe Biden was actually in charge of the country at all. His party lied to us for 4 years about his competency. Who was pulling Joe's puppet strings as the head of the presidency? Who knows? But the point is, if they are going to be saying Elon is basically controlling everything, why don't we just make that happen? Let's just make it official. He can just control everything. Put him in charge of the House of Representatives. Doesn't need to be an elected figure. In fact, that's how you'll get them to actually do something, is if they're not being run by an elected figure. And Rand Paul was explaining why this is necessary, saying yesterday the Senate voted to blow a hole in the Social Security Trust Fund, excluding benefits by $200 billion without any expanding benefits, not excluding, expanding. Why would they exclude anything? They're going to expand benefits by $200 billion without any corresponding reduction in spending, thus speeding up the bankruptcy of Social Security, saying Vice President Vance and 24 Republican senators voted for this. 25 GOP senators joined me to oppose this. And here's the list. Who made the right vote? Well, you can decide on that. And the people who voted to cut spending are right. Now, Benny Johnson had a great interview with Utah Senator Mike Lee and was asking him about Elon for the speakership. And Benny Johnson is going to be speaking here at AmFest from the main stage sometime very soon. And we're excited to hear that. Here is what this clip sounded like.
It was the sine qua non, the without which not, the indispensable element. It would not have occurred without them. So how do we go forward then? How do we do this? First of all, we're going to need leadership. We've got new leadership in the Senate coming in the coming year. And I believe that the writing's on the wall, unless I'm just mistaken. It seems to me that new leadership in the House is almost inevitable. If that's the case, I think we need to go outside the box. I think we need to look to a different place. Remember, neither the Constitution nor the House rules require that the Speaker be a current member of the House of Representatives. And I propose that they elect either Elon Musk or Vivek Ramaswamy. Look, the Doge movement is enormously popular in the House. Just listen to House members who are Republicans. They can't get enough of them, including many of the people who have been part of this swampy process. They praise Doge. Oh, Doge is going to save this. If that's the case, that being the case, given that they all have expressed such affection for Vivek and for Elon, let them choose one of them. I don't care which one to be their speaker. That would revolutionize everything. It would break up the firm. We would now have government of the people, by the people, and for the people, rather than this cartel from the firm, which is systemically corrupt.
Absolutely right. So shout out to Utah Mike Lee. He gets it. And others are telling us that there's a shift in this spending problem that we've seen come up every single year. And it's usually right around Christmas time when they know that we're going to be focusing on other things so they can just shove this down everybody's gullet. But here's the background from Fox News. They say House Majority Leader Steve Scalise came out and said that old spending bill that we talked about yesterday is now dead. He confirmed to reporters that the deal was dead while leaving the Capitol Wednesday night. Came after GOP critics of the spending bill spent much of the day blowing a gasket, as we all did. It's unclear if Paul was serious in his suggestion that Elon be the speaker or if it was tongue-in-cheek. But Democrats balked at the idea. Senators should stick to senating and House members should stick to their chamber, said Williams wrote on X. No House member gives a damn what a senator thinks about who should be speaker. No, I think they might. And Marjorie Taylor Greene backed the idea. She said, I'd be open to supporting Elon for speaker. Greene wrote, Doge can only be truly accomplished by reining in Congress to enact real government efficiency. The establishment needs to be shattered just like it was yesterday. This could be the way. Johnson ascended to the speakership, very close majorities. Hakeem Jeffries said last week, no Democrats are going to vote for Johnson. Republicans hold a 4-seat majority. Johnson maintaining the gavel, that's also not guaranteed. Thomas Massie said that he's not going to vote for Johnson, barring some sort of a Christmas miracle. Nostradamus. Earlier this year, Massie supported Greene in pushing to remove Johnson from the speakership, but then they spiked that ouster, and now we've got Johnson. Victoria Spartz also saying she's not going to caucus with Republicans, and so maybe that might have an impact. Josh Hawley also took aim at the House Speaker for the situation, and so things are getting tense over there. Newsweek had a full list of Republicans who are considering Elon for Speaker. Mike Lee, Greene, Rand Paul. Looks like this is new, but maybe the momentum will continue to explode. Rand Paul is somebody who has been screaming about fiscal responsibility for many, many years. And if we could get Elon or somebody like Elon at the top of the helm, that could cause real progress. So we'll keep our eye on this one as well, my friends. Rand Paul saying, make Elon the speaker. Maybe it'll be a Christmas miracle.